Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Dvon here. This episode is actually quite a long one, so I decided to break it up into two parts to help out with editing. So you can expect this second episode hopefully before Saturday, and if it's not, then you can come beat me up. So with that, I guess I'll catch y'all later. See ya.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Total Control's Unmethodical podcast. I'm your host, Technometeor, and I'm here with your boy, Venus McBop. Dvon. I pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that works.
That's 100% okay. Hope you guys are doing alright. We appreciate the fact that a few of you actually did listen to the episode 0 prologue podcast. That's nice. Appreciate that.
Yeah,
so thank you.
More than one view on it. I can't believe it.
No way. I can't believe it.
I mean, somebody out there, some mystical person, has at least listened to a portion of it. For it to count as.
And what is it? Almost an hour?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna look into those analytics and see what kind of cool guys we got here.
Yeah.
All right. So today we're gonna talk about a few things. Should we outline what we're gonna talk about, and maybe have a skip to so and so section if you don't care about this and that?
I
think it'd be clever. But can you even do annotations like that anymore?
I just don't know if we're gonna be able to cover them all.
Oh, okay. Okay, that works.
God, that was a freaking mess of talking over each other right there.
Hey, we're good. They'll understand. They'll hear birth of us. I don't think they want to hear that.
I don't think so.
All right, well, you ready to cover video games here? It's kind of a broad spectrum, but we got ideas here.
Yeah, we just went with a broad kind of topic on this one because we thought, or at least I was thinking in my theory, that the more broader it is, the more we could talk about it and the longer the thing is. So hopefully this works out all right, but I guess since it was my topic, I'll go ahead and start first. Do I like to play video games? Yes. If you check out my other channel, you can see that out of my entire thing, I've only finished one Let's Play out of the entire thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, so that means you never finished Night in the Woods?
Well, I finished it, but I never uploaded it.
Yeah, you didn't stream. Oh, man, look at you. Some
time.
People were watching that.
It happens, man.
I know it does. I mean, people like Oni Plays do it all the time. Yeah,
kind of happens. I don't mean for it to happen. It was the worst thing that happened, too, because the first time I did it, what happened was, when I was moving from one part of where I lived to another part, for some reason the files got corrupted, and I couldn't use them anymore.
Oh, no.
I don't know why I couldn't use them anymore, but it would skip me from, I think I was on part 5 or something.
Yeah.
And it skipped me all the way to part 18, which was almost the end of the game.
Oh God, no.
And I was like, okay, I can't just skip out all these parts because
not on a long play, no.
It's just bad, man.
Well, I mean, I understand your pain there because I got whole videos that got uploaded with errors in it. I'm like, I really did not see this coming, but what I was editing on was the problem. That did not help. I think it was Donkey Kong Country 2, part 3. I had audio problems. I had visual problems. Everybody's like, "Hey, man, fix this." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I don't want low quality for anybody watching what I'm doing here." But yeah, I totally understand what you're talking about. And I can't say anything about you not finishing a series because there's stuff like Super Mario World I did not complete yet. Donkey Kong Country 2.
Didn't beat that?
I mean, I kept having problems with the files, and yeah, that's exactly why I know where you're coming from with a whole corruption thing. I had to replay entire parts and capture them separately. I'm like, I hope I can mesh this together to where they don't know what happened.
What a pain in the. This is so freaking.
You know what? I'm gonna give you a first edit here. Can you put a thwomp noise right after that?
All right, we'll do.
Thanks,
I'll definitely throw that in there.
Oh, that sounded pretty painful. Okay.
Oh, anyway, please continue. You said you was like editing for Mario World and then something.
Yeah, that I just stopped playing. I mean, it's not like it's a really difficult game unless you take Star Road or something like that. But I know a few people were watching it at least, and I didn't lose interest. It was just that I had other things I wanted to focus on, I think. I mean, I don't remember what month this was, or even what year this was. It might have been like 2 years ago by now. But I'll go back eventually. I'm not going to leave them hanging. What about you? Will you ever finish one of your series?
Yeah. I think the main problem is every time I start a series, it's like I've always got this stigmatism. It's like, I feel like I could play something else that's better. Because most of the games I want to Let's Play are on console.
Yeah.
Not really too many of them are on the PC. I mean, I love playing games on the PC. Like,
yeah.
I love playing first-person shooters on the PC, but when it comes to like playing a game for like Let's Play, I'd rather play a game like I don't know, GTA San Andreas or something that has a really long story that I love to play and would love to, have other people go on there and stuff.
Oh man, that's a good one right there. And I know you always play some of the better games. Like Borderlands, if we ever play that together, because we've all got this idea going of playing it, with the group, and I'm gonna see if those other two will join us, because I'm thinking of getting that Handsome collection for PS4 and streaming or something, since PS4 makes it pretty simple to stream on Twitch or YouTube, either one.
Yeah, that would be pretty convenient. And then I guess
it's 4 players. There are 4 of us. Yeah. It could not get any more simple.
It would be nice.
But we all have conflicting schedules. That's another issue.
Yeah, that is a really big issue for everybody, really.
Let's see. What else is there to cover under the video game umbrella? Do you have a favorite genre of game?
A favorite genre?
And I mean, the audience members can answer this one too if they want. Because I love comments, I love feedback. I know you do, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing like having an entire video posted and no feedback. I'm like, did you like it? Did you hate it? Please, please, tell me.
I don't like it very much, but I think my favorite genre of video game is open world adventure. I just love those games so much. See,
I think I agree with you there, because there's always something to do. Always new things to discover since it's so open. Like, I always go back to a few games. Every time it's like Fallout. I reference Fallout constantly. Borderlands I reference constantly. 2 to be specific, because I never finished 1. Sorry, in advance. But yeah, always something to do in like an open world adventure game. Any other reason you like them?
I think the biggest reason is with a lot of genres, if you play the games, generally you're going to have the same kind of like playthrough or something of the sort.
Yeah.
But with open world adventures, you can kind of like go off and do your own thing and kind of set your own pace. So it can be a little bit different more and more each time. But sometimes you can go back and do something completely different, and like I don't know. For example, when I used to play Vice City, I know I'm a freaking I'm a sucker for GTA games, but I used to go play that one for hours. Used to do all the other side missions and stuff. I just would love to play it. Same goes with Vice City. Same goes with 4. But I go back and play a game like, I don't know. Let's just say I'm playing Overwatch on the PC.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same thing every time, just a little bit different. I mean, I don't know if there's any way to really describe it other than that.
You know what would be cool with Overwatch? If they had a campaign, I would appreciate that. Or, you know what, even a movie. Give me a movie, and I'll shut up about the campaign.
I love Blizzard's animations. They are so good.
Those shorts, they're all good.
Like, I don't even play games like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Not listening it or anything, but the just the animation quality is so good, dude. I love it.
I know, right? Who does this? I hope they're paying you well.
Blizzard pays them, and probably, I don't know.
I mean, it's Blizzard money. They continually make money.
It's funny, baby.
I mean, especially when you win Game of the Year over Uncharted 4, but I'm not upset. How? Yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that. That's just BS.
What are you talking about?
I mean, this year's Game of the Year made more sense.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh, by the way, that's a good point. The Video Game Awards, the Game of the Year. Spoilers. I'll let you go ahead and say it.
It's your boy Kratos here with God of War, winning Game of the Year. I know one other game that was in the running for it, and that was Spider-Man for the PS4. That game, I love that game. And I know how story-heavy that the God of War game got, and everybody that I heard from that has it seemed to enjoy it. I was just never a God of War fan, but you don't have to be for this game, which I think is nice. A nice change of pace, but good game. It kind of deserves the number one trophy there.
I haven't actually played it all myself. I played a little bit of it with my brother, and it's just, the music is so good in it. Like, it creates like a great atmosphere.
That, and they're basing things on like Norse mythology this time, and I'm like, ooh, you got my interest.
Yeah, dude, I love mythology. I don't know what it is about mythology, but I just love it.
All right, it's Unmethodical.
Probably.
I tried to work that joke in. I can't even.
Oh! Did you tell us your favorite genre? Like, was it the same or was it something else?
I like open world adventure. I also like puzzle platformer, like Banjo-Tooie. That was a really good game to me. Like, ooh, I'm not gonna shut up about this one. You ever been to Witchy World? I have. It's just great. I mean, everything about it. I mean, people shit on it and call it a collectathon sometimes, but it's one that I really don't mind. I mean, it's not like you have to do all that. I mean, if you want to get technical, you can consider, prized video games like Mario 64 as a collectathon. You go and collect stars to get further in the game, but, that's part of the game. Other games like I've like almost super recently got into RPGs. Like I say it all the time, and I know people are gonna give me shit about it. I've not played Final Fantasy VII, but I like the logo. Using that, I mean, it doesn't mean I hate Final Fantasy or anything, because 15, I love that one, which is another opinion that I think is a little controversial to some. Like, if you like 13, I know Shonen Protagonist would have had something to say about that one there, because he loves 13, and I think the Final Fantasy community they're like, hey man, this sucks. Why? Why'd you make this? Lightning returns? More like lightning should burn. Or some stupid shit like that.
Shut up.
I mean, everybody likes what they like for a reason, and I don't knock that. I mean, unless you're some sort of fucking Nazi hugger, and you're purposely trying to get under people's skin or some shit like that, then you're stepping into some territory there. I mean, but other favorites like in the RPG era, Earthbound. That one. That was the first big RPG I played. I loved everything about it. The music, the art style. I know it's all pixels, but I like this. The combat system. You couldn't have done it any better. That's like completely original. The rolling counter they had, like when you're taking damage, you can like hurry out of the fight if you want to avoid the rest of your damage on certain enemies, which was cool. And I'm like, how did I miss this game? I mean, it was kind of considered rare over here, but it's not. It's just like something people don't talk about. Which is, while I'll give Super Smash Bros. Some praise here too, while I'm at it. They got me into Earthbound. I'm like, who's this Ness guy? He's from Earthbound. Okay, let me find out what Earthbound is. Who is this Marth character? He's from Fire Emblem. The hell's a Fire Emblem? So what I did is go and look into these games, and I love both of them. I can't get any better than that. I mean, I'm like, okay. I didn't think I would, but I love this.
They're definitely interesting games. Now, this is a little bit, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but do you think some of the games were not controversial, but do you think some of the games were products of their time? Like, take, for instance, Earthbound. Like, if a game came out like that today, do you think it would still do all right? Or do you think it was more a product of its time?
Now, what's funny is I actually had this conversation with another friend, and they said that they don't ever see, like, a new Earthbound coming out, and I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, I know people can be into, like, remakes and re-releases, but is Earthbound one of those that would get the same sort of attention? Probably not. I think it would lose some of the charm if you tried to recreate it. And that might just be personal.
We don't know what kind of came out from that.
Yeah.
It was another game. And don't get me wrong, it was good, but it had, like, its own style, too, that made it more fun.
Yeah.
Well, not more fun, but, like, made it interesting for the time.
You're not even wrong.
And, like, another game that was probably a product of its time, I think, was Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
And Banjo-Tooie.
To be
The reason
fair.
why I say that, like, my best friend doesn't agree with me on that, but the reason why I say that was because, don't get me wrong, it's still a cool game. I played it before. I've watched people play it. It's a nice game, but I look at some of the mechanics and stuff, and it would only really, I think it would only really fit in that time period. Like, if Space Jam were to come out today, Space Jam itself, I feel like would be a product of its time, and then Space Jam 2 with LeBron that's coming out is supposed to be. I don't know if it works. Hey, it could, but anyway, going back to Banjo-Kazooie, because we're not talking about Slam, we're talking about Jam right now. Banjo-Tooie, the reason why I think that it wouldn't really pass in today's standards is because we already saw what a glimpse of it was like with Ukulele. It may not have been up to the standards of what people were expecting it to, but I think people got clouded by the nostalgia of it. Like, if there was a remake to Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, I think it would still be alright in today's standards, but I think if they made, like, another game like it, I don't think it would really be that good, honestly.
You know, I actually do agree with that. Because, you're right, I almost said Luca. Ukulele was sort of a, take on Banjo-Tooie. I mean, you got Grant Kirkhope doing the music. I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing there. I mean, I already love the dynamic music that he did in Banjo-Tooie, but I don't know if you can work around, what this game is in today's gaming society, I guess. It's a big collectathon, sure. And I don't think as many people play those as they used to. Or, everybody's about, action, I need this now. I need, gratification, like, instantly. So they'll play a shooter or two. Call of Duty, I'm looking at you. You piece of shit. Stealing my friends. They want to play zombies now. You too, Fortnite. Way to go with that. Hey, I think I could get Victory Royale this time. Let me just play, like, 5 minutes more. Uh-huh. Cool. But yeah. Going back to, not off on a tangent here. You're right, some games just can't be remade. You can't, like, strike gold twice in the same spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you mine that source, that's like it. You tapped out.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are games like Hat in Time that I think works perfectly in today's standards, but it has a lot of differences between Banjo-Kazooie and that. The reason why I think that one, like, don't get me wrong, the platforming is good, but of course, with every game, it has, like, its bad platforming and stuff. But I think every time that I look at look at the difference between Hat in Time and look at the difference between Banjo-Kazooie, a lot of time and effort went into that game.
Mm-hmm.
And now, if they could do that, then I think there is a chance. But do I think A Hat in Time is, like, Game of the Year material and stuff? Of course, I'm going to say no objectively. But do I think it's indie Game of the Year? It has a good potential. Like, for the time, I don't know. It might have already won the Game of the Year. I don't know.
Possibly.
I could be wrong.
Wait a minute. When did that come out? When was that game out? Was it? It wasn't out the same year as Undertale, was it?
Was it? I thought it was 2016. I could be wrong on that.
I don't know.
Because I know Undertale came out. I think it was like September 2015, if I remember correctly.
I think you're right. But both of those are really good indie games. Undertale's an indie game, right?
Yeah.
Wow. How old are we?
Too old.
If you had to put those two games against each other, which would you pick?
Undertale or Hat in Time?
Yes.
I think if I had to put them together, which one I enjoyed more, I would have to say... I'm going to have to say Undertale. Not because the fact Hat in Time was bad, but the reason why I like Undertale a little bit better is because I do like bullet hell games.
Oh, yeah.
And I really like the story that was going on with Undertale, because in Undertale, like, I know that there's plenty of game theories and stuff, but the reason why I like it is because it has, like, a story within a story within a story.
Yeah.
And I love those kind of games where it's story-rich. Like, Hat in Time is story, like, pretty good story, but it's not really as story-rich as Undertale is, at least in my opinion. It's probably a bad opinion, but hey, that's why we're here, baby. That's me, the bad opinion me.
I mean, we're allowed to have opinions. Everybody has a different one. I'm not gonna knock you for saying something like, what would piss off Show Pro? No, I'm not even gonna go there.
What would tick him off? Tales games.
I like them. I like them.
Yeah.
The Tales of games. I mean, especially when we play together. That's always fun. Except for when my character gets nerfed and I get stuck with a nerfed version of that character for most of the game, and then I come back to see that Mikey Boy has taken over when my character has power again. I'm gonna get that guy. Taking my spot, huh?
You should have known it. He was there from the start.
You bastard.
Oh man, we went on quite a tangent about freaking video games. Dang, dude.
I was gonna take one more. I had an idea, but it's kind of overdone at this point. I was just gonna say, do you think violent video games actually cause people to go out and commit crimes? But
do I think so?
That is a easy answer for me. That's always easy.
I'm just gonna say no, but I will say that people will take violence out on the machines.
True.
I've seen it personally. I've been at tournaments where people like smash controllers, smash TVs, and it's not a pretty sight. But
I know, right? A few pixels made you do this.
I was at a Combo Breaker 2015, and like it was over there by the Smash Bros. Area. Somebody like broke their controller. They threw it on the ground after they lost in a pool.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, he goes like, "I can't help it. I'm just a gamer."
Wow. That's your excuse?
What kind of excuse? Yeah.
Let the media hear that one. They're like, oh, gamers are gonna destroy the world. They're so angry.
Today on 10 o'clock news, we had a young gentleman who was throwing his controller on the ground, and next time we're gonna beat his ass.
His mom should have whooped him.
RKO him.
RKO him. Really? Yeah, I would go for it. That's that'll teach you to break your controller or punch a hole in a wall or kick a TV down.
They should have known. So how do you feel about it, Ben?
I mean, I've written whole essays about this before, and my answer's gonna remain the same. I don't think that video games personally, cause people to, go out and do stupid things. I will say that they could be influenced by something. Like, if I saw, like, a specific thing in a game, like, let's say you drive a car off of a cliff with somebody in it. Yeah, maybe. I'm like, hey, I got an idea. I'm just going to do that thing. Not saying that I would do any of this, and I'm not telling anybody to do any of this. That's just a quick disclaimer. But I am saying maybe there's a slight, hint of it, but no overall. This is all about how you're raised and conditioning, I think. I mean, like, you see a generation grew up with Tom and Jerry. They don't go fucking dropping anvils on people's head or barking with a giant hammer, do they? No. No.
At least I hope not.
I mean, if there's a place, I would like to see that, kind of. But no, overall, no.
You see the scene with Bugs Bunny where, like, there's this guy in the crowd because he was, like, trying to conduct an orchestra, and then, like, the guy kept coughing. He's like, right before he's about to do it. Yeah. And then, like, he pulls out a fucking gun and just shoots
He just pops him. If we find that, can we play that clip?
I don't know. Are we allowed to?
That's what I was wondering. You know what? Maybe not. I will say go look that up, like Bugs Bunny opera shooting or something. I wouldn't know what you would type in to find that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But good lord, man, that was pretty messed up. But it was funny. Like, that's something that's like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like, how did I get past the censors?
I mean, we know that it's not real. That's what my thing was when I wrote these essays. I mean, if you grow up believing that, like, you can jump off of a building and actually fly, guess what, kid? You only fly once. Break your ass. That's it. You'll never fly again.
Yeah, well, you only got one shot, so...
Do not miss your chance to blow.
And I'm free.
I thought that's where you were going with that one.
Free falling. Oh, man, what are we at right now, recording time-wise?
I honestly don't know. Maybe like 20, 30 minutes in.
Okay. Why don't we go ahead and move on to the next subject?
All right.
Which is the holidays.
Yeah, guys, are you feeling the Christmas spirit yet?
Yep, it is right now. We are living in it. 2018.
Yeah, right? It's in just a few days. Like, are you gonna get gifts for people? How you feeling on that? See, you're a nice person. Look at that. Someone decided to cosplay Santa.
I don't think they want to do that.
No.
I'm not really fat enough to be Santa.
Me either, but I could get there. It might take some time.
Like, Santa looks like he would smell like just, I don't know, wrapping paper and ass.
What was it in Elf? I'm trying to remember the line. You smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What a good ass movie. We used to watch that. Me, my brother and sister used to watch that like every year around Christmas. Good times.
Yeah, we watched the Rudolph movie. The one that's like the I think it's claymation. I don't know what kind of.
I think it is.
I know it's stop motion, but I don't know if it is clay.
I think it is claymation. I mean, I would know better if, a certain network for cartoons would, like, play more Christmas specials like they used to do.
Yeah.
Those disappeared, though. Like, I did not see Monster House this year around October. I'm like, alright. Alright, motherfucker.
I actually did. I saw it on the weekday in the morning.
No!
I know.
No! That's not where that belongs.
No!
No! I'm just gonna go knocking on their door. Yeah, the first person to answer, no!
Let's see. This will be the podcast that will go up before Christmas is up. I think, I could be wrong, but I think Hanukkah's going on right now. And I could be wrong, but I think Kwanzaa's going on next week too. I could be wrong.
The Snapchat filters used to keep me informed. I don't know if either of those are still going on. I'm sorry for my non-education of the other holidays. I'm sorry. I was raised
I'm sorry for
mostly Christian, I guess.
I'll just say this: have a very happy holiday to everybody. No matter
happy
what
holidays.
You're doing, what your religion is, who you are, just have a happy one.
Yeah, you do you, and keep your faith.
So let's go ahead and talk about, since this is going to be the podcast that goes up before Christmas, I guess we can kind of, it might be a little bit longer than usual, but we're going to be, I don't know if we're going to be able to record next Sunday, so...
Oh yeah, you're right.
I mean, if you can't, I know I still can, because I will be... Yeah, if you can't, I know I will be.
I mean,
because
I'm not a person that like goes over and like eats dinner, Christmas dinner, or anything like that, or anything specific. I don't do much, so I should be available.
No, I'm pretty bad on that too. Who knows? We might record on Christmas Eve, maybe.
I mean, yeah. If we don't do anything, we'll keep you up to date. Just go and follow the Twitter. I think that will be up sometime this week, if it's not already
hopefully.
up.
As long as I got everything, I'm hoping to have it up by Thursday, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the best possible time is. Oh yeah. Because of the fact we're going to be doing that, I might have a video that comes out specifically on Christmas Day or maybe Christmas Eve for that. So be on the lookout for that. I'll let you know on the Twitter if it's up in time that I will be recording that.
Oh yeah, thank you, man. I would appreciate that, and I'm sure these guys will too.
I am nice every now and then.
Oh, are you? Are you so nice that you have done good deeds for people? You know, have you done good deeds?
Yeah, I unclogged their toilet.
Wow, look at that! He unclogged the toilet with his bare hands. I hope not.
Man,
please, never do that. That's just good advice right there. Just please, never unclog a toilet with your bare hands.
I hope nobody ever actually has to do that, but if you do, Godspeed.
Oh man.
And have a happy holiday.
Oh no, not even. I would not be happy.
So we already talked about good deeds, I guess, from that. Unless, do you want to go a little bit more in detail with that? Because I pretty much explained everything I needed to.
Well, I mean, since you unclogged that toilet with your bare hands, I'll also talk about a good deed. One time it was really, really snowy on our college campus here, and me and Mikey Boy, who is also referred to as Background Mike in like 2 videos on my channel. We saw a guy.
Mike is a friend.
Yeah, that guy, friend Mike. You know this guy. He's a real weird fella sometimes, but that's why we love him, right? He's never gonna hear this, you know that, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully he never hears it. Oh, anyway, get back to the story. My bad, man. We watched this car slide off the road and get stuck in like a pile of snow, and they could not get out for anything. Now, me and Mike, we're coming back from going to eat somewhere, and we're like, hey, man, we should go help this guy. So we both do. We go and dig this guy out, and then we get thanked, of course. He's like, oh, thanks. Appreciate that, you two. And then immediately slides like off some ice into more snow. And this is before we get all the way away. We turn around and see it, and we're ready to go help again. But like 4 guys got out of their truck and volunteered to go help themselves. I'm like, wow, look at that. There are actually some nice people around here.
He must have had some really good karma built up or something, because... well, it's good and bad, because he got stuck again, but somebody else tried to help him.
What have you done? I mean, but I've helped multiple people out of snow situations.
Like, I've been there, done that. Oof, man, it sucks.
It's just not great.
Speaking of snow, I haven't really seen that much this year, but don't worry, it'll be coming. It'll be coming.
Are you guys fans of a snowy Christmas? Because I know I am. I kind of like the idea of there being snow rather than a lot of sunshine. This does not feel like December to me so far.
We had one really bad storm where I lived where it knocked out the electricity for like, I think it was like 10 hours or something.
Yeah.
But other than that, we haven't really had that bad. But usually, which is weird, because now, normally in the Midwest, it used to like snow in, what was it, like November, December, and January. Now, the schedule typically is this like end of December, January, and February, a little bit of March.
I'm starting to think that the whole not Julius Caesar, what the fuck's like Augustus, and fucking who the hell else added a month? You fools, you ruined it. Let me see, August. Before that, no, September, is that another one? Because I know fucking October was supposed to be the 10th month, with Oct being right there, or 8th month. I'm stupid. Look, everybody's going to fucking know.
I was about to say, I was like, what?
Whoa! Guy, wait a minute. October was the 8th month. December, Dec, D-E-C, Dec, that was the 10th. But, Deek! Fucking don't throw that in there. If you do, I'll know. Oh, but yeah, I'm starting to think those have an effect because I think the seasons used to roll around when they rolled around. It used to be a nice, perfect fucking calendar. Then two guys are like, hey, I want a month. Okay, here you go. Thanks.
Thanks, friend.
Friendo. September, that's 7. Fuck, I'm still sitting over here thinking about it. Way to go, man.
Yeah, no.
No, leave that in. Leave that in. I'm gonna learn from this.
Alright.
No!
The next topic was a subtopic. It was spreading cheer in the holidays. I don't really... I guess it's because I try to be chipper, like, most of the year, but around the holidays, I get even more chipper than I normally am, which isn't too much more, I guess. It's like, if I'm, like, on a chipper, I'm already at, like, an 8, and then the holidays makes me a 9.
Wow.
Oh, God.
You must have a nice family or something, then. Yes?
Yes. Oh, God. I don't know if he was able to hear that. Sam tried calling me.
Oh. I didn't hear anything.
That was weird, because I did it. Anyway, spreading cheer. I know when I was younger, I used to go around school, like, when I say younger, I mean like elementary year.
Yeah.
I used to go around school, people ornaments and stuff. God, would he stop doing that? I used to go around the school giving people ornaments and stuff. Got to middle school, I stopped doing that. High school, I just kind of was like, yeah, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, just kind of gave up, huh? You realize that people will be people? Is that what it was?
Sam is really trying it.
It must be super important. Do you need me to pause right now?
No, this is the problem, Sam.
No.
It's not even important. That's the worst part.
It never is it?
He's doing it again.
Damn.
Jeez, oh, Pete, man. He's tried 5 times already within the past, like,
Ooh.
30 seconds.
He must not know. What even? Well, I guess he's trying to spread the love, the holiday spirit there. That's what he's calling about. He's like, I want to buzz in on this one.
Yeah, I know, right? This is freaking terrible. But, I mean, it's alright. You got any way of spreading cheer, or you just kind of...
I mean, back then I used to. I'm not as nice of a person as I used to be, honestly. You would see the guy standing out in front of like a Walmart, the Salvation Army, ringing a bell, taking donations. Back then I would have been like, all right, man, here you go. Take this. It's going to go towards something good. But I guess I lost faith in humanity because I kind of stopped doing that. as I got older, I'm like, what's the point? What's the point now? I mean, I know it's going towards helping somebody now still, but I'm like, I guess having a existential crisis or something? Maybe? I don't know. I can't really define what this is, but I'm just like not feeling it anymore.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Kind of sucks, but if I have extra change, I'll go ahead and do it. But if I'm broke like I am right now, every penny counts.
Oh man, yeah, you're right.
Like if I was a millionaire, I wouldn't care. I would just like donate maybe like $5 at a time. But I'm not even.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
I'm so broke, dude. I can't even pay attention right now.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Bring it on. Last part of the holiday section. Do you have any holiday stories? Like ones that you remember probably around the holiday time. Well, you already explained the snow one. How they got stuck.
Yeah, that
one, I guess.
Watching Elf together with my siblings. That's like the highlight of, I guess, any Christmas that we did. Do I have any more? Maybe. I might have one. There was a time, I think like 3 years ago, I was just living like with my uncle, and we had like a hell of a lot of snow. This shit's out here, it's got to be like over a foot deep. And I just go out there, I'm like, I feel like playing in this. I want to like build an igloo if I can or something. So I'm fucking out there, just in below zero weather. I'm like, oh boy, I'm hot. So I take like my coat off. I'm like, fuck, I'm still hot. I'm still fucking shoveling snow and building a fucking wall here. I'm like, why is it so fucking hot out here? Like, this is back in my youth, I guess. Like, only like 3 years ago or so. But, I guess it's still a thing, a temperature thing. Am I not regulating my temperature properly? Because I'm usually fucking sweaty. I'm not talking about, like, actual fucking sweaty all the time, like a drippy person or something like that. But I mean, I get hot super easily. And I think that's when I found that out. That was around the holidays, so that counts as a holiday memory there.
I guess we can, yeah, that's a holiday story. So the next part is of this illustrious Unmethodical podcast is our hypothetical of the podcast. Yeah!
And we want you guys to participate in that if you'd like in the comments below.
Yes, please. If you want to, you're more than welcome. You know the hypothetical more than I do, at least I think.
All right. Well, I got two short ones here for us. So, let's say hypothetically that you have your five senses, right?
Okay.
Let's make sure everybody knows or remembers the five senses. You can see, you can hear, you can taste, you can touch. And fucking what am I missing here?
Wait, what was the one you said?
You can see,
hear,
you can hear, you can taste, touch, smell. That's what the last one is. You have those, and you have to choose one to go. Which one do you choose?
I guess I'll go ahead and start with this one. But if I had to get rid of one of them, I would say I'd probably get. Because see, if you lose the ability to smell, you lost most of your taste.
Yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but a lot of your smell is your taste.
You're right.
So when you go on somebody's place and they've been farting a lot, you've been tasting their ass, hypothetically speaking.
Of course, hypothetically, huh?
Hypothetically speaking. I think, man, I guess if I had to pick one, I would probably get rid of touch.
Ooh, that's a tough choice there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any particular reason why? You might.
Well,
I'm guessing you're gonna say that it's probably your least useful.
Well, that's the problem, because touch is pretty cool because like there's a lot of things you don't think about touching all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't think about how much pressure you put on it. Like let's just say, for instance, if you drive,
Yeah.
or riding a bike. Say if like you want to push down the brakes or something. Like you don't know how much pressure you're putting on it. So then as soon as you do it, like the only thing I can think of is muscle memory. But like the first time you do it, I just imagine like slamming it and then going right over the handlebar.
Oh no. I mean, I'm gonna say that I think it might be kind of important, like, to be able to feel, because, like, what if you're sitting, awfully close to a fire, I mean, and you don't feel like the heat, but guess what? You're on fire now, or something might be poking you, or biting at you, that is a potential threat, like a snake crawling up your pants leg or some shit. You get bit, you're not gonna feel it, but it's gonna have its effect. I mean, with this being a poisonous snake, all of a sudden, because I didn't include that. Thanks, me.
Yeah, but does that mean your pain receptors are gone too, or?
I mean, I would assume so. Like, I think it would be an entire nerve system being gone. That's the way I'm thinking it.
That's what I was factoring in. If it wasn't for that, then I would probably pick not having the ability to taste.
Yeah, and that's what I actually choose, the ability to taste.
Because I was under the impression, I could be wrong about this, but I was under the impression that the pain would be gone too.
Oh, well, I mean, it would be nice, but I know there are people with, like, entire, like, dead nerves. Like, my uncle, like, something could bite him on his legs, and he does not know about it. I'm like, I could see that getting pretty annoying, like, when you look down and you see there's a giant gash in your leg, something cut your leg, and you didn't even know about it.
It's not again.
Not this again. I'm bleeding. Why? I mean, I do feel like taste would be, I'd feel bad about choosing it, but at the same time, I cannot sacrifice any of these other senses. I really love my sight. I listen to music all the time. I love to hear. Smell can even be nice, because if I had to give up the smell of rain, I'd fucking die. That'd be it. I kind of want to feel something sometimes, so I need my feeling.
Need it.
That's going to be my next album. I Need the Feeling. It's just going to have the picture Shulk on the front. I'm really feeling.
He has the Smash Bros. Black hair.
He's wearing like Christmas colors for some reason now. He's got like one of the ugly sweaters. But yeah, that is what I would choose. And if you're right, if we weren't factoring in the whole pain receptor thing, I would probably still go with the same choice. Because I mean, like, it's not like I need taste. I really need it or anything. Like, I mean, if you could tell the difference between drinking some fucking poison or drinking, I don't know, some goddamn Kool-Aid or some shit. then
you never know.
Maybe. That'd be like it. I mean, and besides, you'd be able to feel like the fizzy feeling from drinking like a soda or something. Since you still have your feeling, you just wouldn't taste what you're drinking.
Let's go ahead and move on to the second hypothetical.
All right. Going on to that one. Would you guys prefer it to always be daytime or always be nighttime, and why? You go ahead. What would you choose?
I'll let you go ahead and pick. Wait, did I go first last time, or did you?
You went first on the hypothetical, yeah. So
okay, did you want to go first, or do you want me to go first again?
I'll take it then. Personally, myself, I am more active at night, but I know, with this being a hypothetical, that it would not work the way that I want it to work. So I would still choose night, because there's a lot to see, in terms of looking up at the sky and seeing the stars, when it's not fucking cloudy and trying to ruin my lunar eclipse or anything like that. And there are a lot of things that happen in the sky that people don't pay attention to. A lot of people just don't look up. And I think that was mentioned or something like that in I think it was Assassin's Creed or a Spider-Man cartoon. I can always remember that that saying. I'm like, people don't look up. So be stealthy, sneaky man. Yeah, be that. But at the same time, I mean, you guys should know by now that I have an affinity for space, I guess, with the whole name Technometeor and all. I kind of like the fact that I've seen shooting stars. It's nice looking up and saying, whoa, that's fucking cool. I mean, what about yourself? Would you rather have just all day or all night?
Don't get me wrong, I do like the stars and everything. I think they're nice. But the reason why I would think I would prefer the daytime over the nighttime would be the fact that I like the ability to go outside and, well, it honestly depends too, because I think it would depend, like, if seasons still are in effect.
I mean, seasons probably would still keep their, like, picture a warm summer night, the sun might not be there, but it's still hot. And like the contrast, like with a winter night, So we're keeping the seasons. It's just always day or always night.
All right, I guess I will still go with the daytime, mostly because I just always like going outside and enjoying it. The only thing I don't like about daytime is fucking bugs. Like, I don't hate bugs. Boy. They're just annoying. That's the worst. Plus, another thing I like with the daytime is that I can, more shops are open. I mean, I guess in this hypothetical, the shops be open regardless, but I like walking around and going to, different shops. When I was staying at a city, I would always, walk to the nearest, Jimmy John's, nearest Chipotle, the nearest, there was this burrito place. It was pretty tasty, too.
Yeah.
I would always go there. But I couldn't walk there at night because it was never open at night.
I see what you're going for here.
Of course, I guess it's hypothetical. Since I guess I want my damn burrito, I'd want to go in the daytime.
Of course you would. I know both have their benefits, and it's probably a lot safer to always be daytime because you can see incoming threats and so on and so forth. But at the same time, there's
about your ass.
I prefer sleep, and I sleep easier when I know the sun's not there.
So you can't sleep at daytime at all?
I mean, I can, but I have to do some shit that just exhausts my ass. That's not good. Because when that happens, I mean, I nap until it's late evening. I really don't like napping during the day anymore.
Man, you're crazy.
I mean, it ruins my sleep schedule. I gotta be responsible.
What I do now is I take 20-minute naps, and it doesn't hurt your sleep schedule.
How? I cannot sleep for that limited amount of time and be any sort of rested. I'm probably agitated after a short nap.
I never used to be either until I kept doing it.
I mean, I had to get used to that at college because you get limited time between certain classes, on your schedule, and I really needed the sleep. I need it.
Take the sleep to go.
Or sleep in class. There was one class I had that I just could not fucking stay awake in. That's music appreciation. I mean, I like music. I appreciate music. But when you're talking about the fucking ins and out of it, I'm like, okay, I'm a good listener, but I also am a good sleeper in this class. So good night. Failed that class miserably. Actually, I think I got a D, which is passing, but it's not a transferable credit or some shit.
Yeah. Which is always stupid with that. But anyway. Man. I I think we wrapped that one up pretty nicely. Let's
put a little bow on it. Get it? Like a Christmas bow.
Let's move on to the year in review. This will be a little subject we're going to do usually toward December from now on, where for the last 2 podcasts of the year, we're going to be talking about the first half of the year and the second half of the year. I'll start us off to give you an example of what it's like. January through June. This year, I went through a lot of changes in good ways and some in bad ways, but for the most part, good. I went out and I've decided to get more YouTube experience in the field of editing. So I've had friends that have come to me and helped me with editing. I've had friends that have come to me and helped me with learning how to make websites. I still haven't learned everything about it, but I've learned a little bit about it, and it's actually not too bad. It's actually pretty fun to do on your own. I don't know how it would be as a job, but I know doing it on your own is not too bad.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, this was like pretty much January through March. In March, I went to this convention called EvilCon, which is a convention down in Evansville where it's basically an anime convention, but I never really use it as that. I dressed up as Jacket from Hotline Miami.
Oh man, I was gonna make a joke.
Sorry, man.
You didn't go as that this year though, so I can't.
Don't worry.
I think you know where I'm going with that one.
I think I do, but
oh boy,
I'll take a rain check on it for now.
Okay.
But yeah, I was cosplaying Jacket, and I had a lot of fun. That was definitely a pretty cool convention to go to. Like, I was wearing my mask, and like one part, I don't know why I thought it'd be a good idea, but I went to the dance party, and like I was dancing, and like I took my mask off, and as soon as I did, everything became all like, I don't know, it's like a dream state where everything was like muffled and stuff, and like I'm looking around, everything's like all purple, I'm seeing stars, I'm like, oh my god, this is how it ends, huh? Never thought I'd go out this way.
Drank too much fruit punch.
Probably was too much fruit punch. But what was it? March. April. What happened in April? April, I went to Ohio for a little bit. Stayed over there. Or not Ohio. I stayed in another part of Indiana. That was when my car broke down for a little bit. The fuel pump went out in it. Had to get that fixed, and that alone, everything all together with the towing and everything else, was $400-something. I was like, ugh, oh, that hurt. Expenses. So April, it was cool until that part happened. May, I then went to Ohio and stayed a little bit over there. It was pretty fun. Got to see a couple cool people from there. Got to experience some interesting things. Let's see what happened. Wait, May, June. Yeah, so I guess the last month would be June for me to wrap it up. The last thing that happened for me in June was I can't remember what I did. Oh, yeah. I know what I did. At first, I was like, I have no idea what I did. Once again, I went to Ohio, but this time around, I went for a long time. I went for about, I think it was like a full week, and I had a ton of fun, man. It was just absolutely great.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Only problem with Ohio is it's basically like Indiana, but the difference is that their stuff is a little bit more expensive. Just a little bit too much. It's like if things were $1 over here, then they'd be like $1.10 over there. So it wasn't like really big expense. But the one thing that they actually have like items at McDonald's that they don't have over here.
What?
Well, at least not where I live. It's like the ranch snack wrap. They don't have any of those over here. which is weird.
Oh.
I had to go down south in Indiana and Ohio to get those, man.
Yeah.
Those are delicious. I mean, I don't really eat McDonald's all the time, but when I do and I get those, man, they're just delicious.
I mean, sometimes you just get that craving. Like, I did that same shit last week. Like, you know what? I got my lunch already made, but I kind of want McDonald's.
Yeah, it's like, it's no reason either. It's just like, okay, I kind of want it now.
Yeah, right? Just a kick-in craving, I guess.